Welcome back. So today I want to talk about how important it is to build a very intimate form of self-love, appreciation, and just solidity within yourself. Um, you know, we talk about people being loyal and solid, and we talk about, just people loving other people, and everything that has to do with being affectionate or just having a relationship with another person. And I truly believe that you are as good to people as you are to yourself. Meaning, okay, because there are people that are terrible to themselves and they're like super nice to other people. But how nice are they? Some people are, terrible to themselves, but if they had to make the same intimate decisions that they would make for themselves for you, they would choose what they would choose for themselves. So they could be a person that would definitely lend you a pencil. They could be a person that would definitely have your back. But if it came to choosing you or dipping on you to go hang out with a boy, that's what they would do. If it came to throwing you under the bus so that they looked good, that might be something that they would do. Just because people are nice and caring doesn't mean that they're going to extend a certain amount of loyalty and solidity to you if they don't have that for themselves, because they're not going to think, how would this affect them? They're not going to consider you. They're not going to consider how you are to them, what you do for them, any of those things. Because when people feel bad about themselves, they don't feel like the world considers those things for them. They don't feel like other people consider those things for them. And sometimes when that happens is people don't develop a sense of, how do I consider myself? How do I make good decisions for myself? So just because somebody is nice doesn't mean they're putting themselves first. So, just because they're nice doesn't mean that they would put you first, your safety first, your value first. You understand? And this is why it's very important to not just be a nice person or be self-aware. You need to practice and make it an action and actively practice every day what kind of love is good for yourself. What kind of emotional baggage do you carry? What do you need to let go of? Are you practicing that every day? Are you practicing moving forward every day? Are you practicing standing up for yourself? Are you understanding yourself? Are you allowing yourself to be angry, to be sad, so that you can understand what you need to do to heal those things, so that you can extend that kind of love and consideration to another person? If you don't do those things for yourself, it is going to be extremely difficult to understand how the fuck you would do that for another person. If you don't make those things a practice, for instance, if you think looks and self-love and outer self-care is a form of, or is the only form of self-love, if you see your friend crying and your friend is miserable because somebody passed away, you're gonna think that they need to move on with new endeavors in their life. You're going to think this person needs to do stuff with themselves. You're going to think this person needs a night out or something like that. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be on the same level of mentality. You're not going to be able to go deeper, or you're just not going to be able to fluctuate what a person's to do because you don't know yourself like that. So it's so important to be checking in on yourself, taking care of yourself. What do you need? What can you do without? Building a relationship with yourself. So I have built a relationship with myself that is not perfect, but it is one of the best things that I have ever done. And I'm going to give this advice to you right now. This is one of my keys to life. This is one of my keys to happiness. I go through a lot of stuff and I still wake up every day ready to go because of this key. When I am feeling a certain way, whether I talk to myself in my head, which I usually talk to myself in the mirror because I like to look at myself, but I will talk to myself as if I'm talking to a friend. And then I expect myself to reply as that friend. I expect myself to reply to me as a person who cares if I'm going to be okay, as a person who cares if I need those kind of people in my life. As a person who cares, if the things I'm involved in are going to make me happy, or are they harming me? Am I in the wrong? Am I putting myself in a situation where, it's not very tasteful and it's just not something I should do for myself? I am putting myself in a position to be my friend, to be my parent, to actually love on me, not saying, well, this feels good, so I'm going to enjoy it right now. Well, this feels bad, so boo-hoo, it just really hurt. No, I put myself in a position to take accountability for what I'm feeling, and then doing what I need to do to feel better. Doing what I need to do to be better as well. It's not just about feeling better. It's about what am I going to do to be better, and so this situation won't happen again, or what are the precautions that I can take so I don't end up in this kind of position or in this kind of circumstance. All of those things. I can also hear what I'm saying. So I can hear if I'm being petty. I can hear if I'm being foolish. I can hear if I'm just saying shit because I'm angry. And these are things I pay attention to too. And what I would tell myself is that, girl, you just need to chill out because you're doing too much. And that is healthy for me. Because sometimes we do get angry and we do say bullshit because we're mad. Right? And so sometimes you just need to tell yourself, like, this information is not credible. But I understand that you are upset. So when you get over it, we can discuss. I don't actually say this part, but when I get over it, I think of things that I can do to move forward, or I just move forward, and it just becomes like a little oopsie. I don't hope you get hit by a bus. Just kidding. But I take it upon myself to be accountable. Am I just being a bitch, or am I validly mad? And if I have, if my anger is justifiable, what am I going to do about it? Am I going to do something I'm going to regret? Do I need to slow down? Do I need to slow down and eat something and come back to this? Like, you know what I'm saying? You need to start loving yourself like you are your baby. Sometimes we got to relearn what we were taught, and this is how. Sometimes you got to understand that what you were taught does work, but it does not work as good as getting to know yourself and then doing what works for you to be better. So, after you have experienced, not just done it one time and it worked cool, after you have experienced how valuable this is and how you can grow through doing this and how you get to know yourself and know that not every angry situation is the same. Not every person puts you through the same shit, even though they had the same qualities, because you healed with yourself. So you have vast understandings. You are able to naturally extend this to the people you choose to have in your life. You start to understand them different. You start to be able to be there for them differently. You are able to show up in ways you were not able to show up before because you have done it for yourself. I hope that you guys have a great day, morning, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. Hopefully you were able to take something from this video and utilize it for your life, or gift the knowledge a little, or gift the knowledge to somebody else who could use it. I will see you guys next time.